Are we good now? Are we good now? Is it real? I can get on? I see chat. I see chat. It's still loading, but I see chat. This is exciting. I think we'll be able to work. Hello, whoever just joined. What is going on, whoever just joined? Brianna and Katie, what is going on? Yay, it works. It works. Jocelyn, what's going on? YouTube had some technical difficulties, but we're back. We're back live. So I'm going to delete that video and get this video up and running. All right, good. YouTube had some technical difficulties, but we are back with the Slow Tarot lady. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome, Magic Universe. What is going on? Brianna, Christina. It's good to see you, Christina, my fellow Mansfield person. CM and blah. And Sailor Moon, Katie, Jonathan, Vanita, Silver. We got everybody here. By the way, we did finish another card today. We finished the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is here, and we have to put him in Photoshop and all that other stuff. So if you want your initials hidden secretly on the Hanged Man, let me know right now. Let me know right now. We have two. So the Hanged Man, you can get on there. If you want your initials on there, let me know, and I'll put your initials on there. I'll add you to my list. I'll write your name on the back of the Hanged Man, and just let me know. Jocelyn, thank you. I appreciate that. How does he feel, and what does he want? Well, those are some two important questions right there. Sailor Moon, how am I in practicing crafting? There you go. All right, well, cool. All right, Christina Dowden. Christina, all right, Christina, you didn't go with your idea. No, everybody poo-pooed on my idea. All right, so we'll put Christina D. You will be hidden in the Hanged Man, in the final version of the Hanged Man. All right. So let's do that. Let's do Jocelyn real quick and see what is going on there. So I do need to start out with this one, because everybody missed this one, the Muse Tarot, everyone's favorite tarot. Where is the hand? There is no hand, Margaret. Everybody poo-pooed on my idea. Everybody poo-pooed on it. So I was like, So Christina, I'm actually going to hide your name within the trees. So I might put your full name. I might put your full name in there. Well, not literally your full name, but like Christina in there. So, if it's going to be well hidden, I might do that. You also get credit in the book. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My fellow Mansfield person. I mean, I'm just saying, speaking of awesome, modern metaphysical man, what is going on? And who else joined? Luthien, welcome. It's so good to see you, Luthien. Luthien always brightens up the stream. How are you doing, Luthien? All right. Hay House is having a sale. That is true. They've been having some good sales lately. All right. Let's find out about how does he feel and what does he want? Let's figure out about all that good stuff. The Four of Wands says, how does he feel? He feels pretty much at home, right? We feel pretty much at home. We feel pretty good. We feel comfortable with you. There's not really any big troubles, any big issues as far as feeling comfortable with you. We do like our space, though. Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And Bartman, what is going on? And hello, Paula. How are you as well? So, no, I don't have Cash App link if you want to donate down in the description. But the Four of Wands says that we're at home, we're comfortable with you. We like having you around, but the Hermit says we like our space as well. Maybe we have problems committing. Maybe we have some problems getting into a space with somebody else. Maybe we have some hesitation, some second thoughts. You just don't know. The Hermit, right after the Four of Inspiration, just sort of says it sort of says, I want to be comfortable. I want to be here, but I don't want to be here. So we have this back and forth, this push and pull kind of thing, action going on. And the Hermit also just kind of says, maybe I want some space. Maybe I want some time to myself. Maybe I want some different things, but I'm sort of reevaluating that as well. So I do like you. I do think that it's sort of cool being around you. I do feel at home. I do feel like we have some things going, but I like my space. I do like some other different things as well. The Lonely Poet, what's good? What is good? All right. So let's see sort of, what do they want? What do they want? The Temperance upside down. They want something a little different. They want something a little different. They're trying to find this avenue to what they really want, this avenue to their goals or these aspirations that they have. And during that process, Temperance says we're trying to balance some things out, and it's sort of out of balance. So maybe you can bring some of that back. Maybe you can give some opportunities we didn't have before. Wolfie and the other Christina. Hey, how are you doing? So maybe we can get some opportunities here, get some opportunities within the realm of this relationship. Maybe we can get some expansion. Maybe we can sort of find some things. I am comfortable with you, do have that push-pull, that back and forth, but Temperance being reversed as I'm sort of out of balance. I don't really have that mixture is sort of fully there as well, right? And then we have the Page as well. I'm having hesitancy moving forward. Is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing? The Hermit says there may be a reason I have hesitancy looking forward. And I mean, could have the back and forth, could be a bad thing. We could be in a situation where we need to figure out our goals and what we really want out of everything. But the Page of Inspiration being reversed says I'm just not ready to dive in just yet. So what do I want? I want to dip my toe in. Dip my toe in and see how it goes. Because the Hermit says, let's not dive in completely just yet. Anyway, so there we go. We have that combination, that push-pull, as well as let's dip our toe in and find out sort of what's in the water, if it's going to be cold, hot, or what exactly is going on. But just like the Temperance, dipping our toe in as well, even though we have the Temperance card, it's kind of funny there. All right. We have a physical therapy course. Man, those people make some money, man. Okay. All right. Let me tell you now, if you're on the computer and your hand hurts, my hand hurt. I went to physical therapy and my God, okay. I went in, I'm thinking this is going to be the biggest waste of my time in the history of anything I've ever done, and money as well. What are they going to do with my hand? I'm telling you, cured it, man. Let's see. Will I be in the PT course? I don't know if that's a PT course. Didn't the military have a PT course? I don't know. I don't know. Personal training. There you go. All right. But anyway, I went on a tangent about physical therapy, but I'm telling you now, physical therapy is amazing. I didn't think it was going to do any good, but I was amazed. So yeah, you have a personal training thing. So I went on a rant. Because that's what I do. Especially when I pick up the Thoth. Mariah, hello. What is going on? Thank you for your donation again. Mariah's back. Mariah, I think I missed the mark. I think a little bit on your last reading or something, maybe. I don't know. Let me know. I think you were excited about the first one, then the second one. I don't know. It felt kind of weird there. Maybe it was off on both of them. You had some weird readings, I got to say. I have to say, Miss Christina, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me note your question. All right. Ilda is here and Avni as well. Avni, there is no list. Avni, it's all random. Avni. It's just completely random, just like my life. There's no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick it random. So, yeah. I mean, you don't know. Anyway, all right. So I have, so Christina made the Hanged Man card. But I do have one more. If you want to be on the Ace card, let me know. I'll put your initials on the Ace card. I'll put them right here. Your initials will be on my tarot deck. forever. You can show people, you can say, look, my initials are on this. So when it sells a gazillion copies, you can go down in history and be like, yeah, I'm on something. This is completely useless thing, but I'm on a tarot deck. I mean, I'm just saying, I'll hide you in there. So let me know if you want to be on the ace, and I will throw you in there. All right. So in the meantime, we need to find out not about physical therapy, about personal training. See what's going on. All right. So let's find out about the personal training. Looking for some personal training cards, but you just got a bunch of cups. Janelle Baker, welcome. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And Wolf, what is going on? Everybody's here. All right. So it seems that somebody else wants you to be in personal training. Who is trying to get you into personal training there, blah? Let me know what is going on with that, because so this is sort of the micromanagement card, where we have somebody sort of controlling us, somebody sort of pulling our strings, and a bunch of other different things going on. But it seems that that's reversed. So it seems that you're trying to get away from something. We're trying to get moving. We're trying to get, no pun intended for the personal training, but we're trying to get moving. We're trying to do some things, but we're being controlled. We're being controlled into this, maybe sort of shoved into this situation when we may not be ready. For this, but you do start on the 20th of May. We want someone in between. There you go. Sort of a third party. But we have a couple of emotional things here. Which doesn't make any sense for personal training. So, will we survive the personal training? Will we be in the personal training? Will I be enrolled in the personal training? That is, okay. So we do that. The strength says that, let's see. The strength says that that we are going to be enrolled. I think that's a yes, that we are going to be enrolled. So we're sort of out of a situation, somewhere in between, as you said. But there is just sort of this thing to where we have the strength to do this. We have the ability to do this. I think we're going to be able to do that. I think that's going to be great. I think you will be able to be enrolled. But we do have this emotional component as well. So we're trying to figure out why we have this couple of emotions. We have this good emotion. In other words, I want to be in this. This is something that interests me. It's something that's exciting to me. And there's a bunch of things that I want out of this. So this is more than just going to personal training, I think. You have some vested interest in it. I mean, there's something actually where you're invested in the situation. So I'm trying to figure out, sort of where you're at or what you're trying to do here. I don't think that you get overall, I don't think at the end of it that you get, yes, this is the thought. I don't think that you get what you wanted. It seems that you didn't quite reach the goal that you wanted. Does it make sense? So you didn't quite reach the goal that you wanted. I think you have a goal in mind. You have something in mind. You have an aspiration in mind based upon this or through this or something like that. We have the strength to do it. We can leap into it. We can get some stuff going. But it seems that we just don't get there. We just don't get there at this particular time. I'm not saying it's out of reach. I'm just saying that we don't get there at this particular time. But it is good to sort of jump in there and try it out and get focused on it. I think it's going to be beneficial to you. The strength card is a very blessed card. It shines its light amongst all the other cards sort of around it. So you have a situation where the strength card really sort of polishes up the other cards and makes them even better. So, hey, Raina, hey, how are you doing as well? Raina appeared 30 seconds after Bartman said carrot cake. I mean, I'm just pointing this out. Okay. All right. What am I moving here? Okay, I'm moving that. Let's not move that. Let's go to the reading title screen. Mariah wants to know what to expect this year. Thank you so much for your donation, Mariah. Let's find out. What should I expect this year? I mean, I'm not saying, Bartman and Raina could be mental soulmates or anything. I'm just pointing stuff out. I'm the guy who notices stuff. I notice stuff like this, I notice stuff. And I'm just saying, we got some mental soulmate action going on over here. This mental cue, that's by the way, that's one of the cues of a mental soulmate. To when you suddenly think about something and the other person's thinking the exact same thing. And it happens all the time. So you pick up the phone to call somebody, and they call you while you're dialing their number. While you're dialing their number, they call you. I mean, I'm just saying, that's mental soulmate right there. Not in sin, I'm not playing hookup over here. I mean, I'm just saying that's one of the signs. That's one of the signs. There you go. So mental, don't get excited. You need to watch my video on the 3 types of soulmates. Mental soulmate is one of the types. It is an interesting video. You have to go check it out. Soulmate doesn't mean you gotta do the nasty. I'm just saying. Soulmate can sometimes mean you're just on the right wavelength. The synchronicity, yes, Wolf nailed it. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming there. Mariah, what should I expect this year? I think this year you're going to be trying to get normal. You're going to be trying to get back into the normal realm. We have some things to where we were derailed. We're a bit derailed. We're trying to get normal. One of the things is going to be resources as well. I think that you have a bit of a loss of resources. We have some resource challenges that you're sort of facing that we need to get sort of resolved. And some of that is going to involve sort of chasing things that we haven't chased before. So the 7 of Wands says getting into these new adventures, getting into the new things, interesting things. It's also a defensive card as well. Again, you're facing these challenges. We're trying to get back to normal in a couple of different aspects of our life. And part of that is going to be the Page of Pentacles, trying to gather the resources that we're trying to find as well. So we have a bit of a challenge as far as that's concerned, trying to get back to normal. And it seems that the Hermit means a lot of the path or a lot of the chasing that we have to do in order to get back is going to involve sort of doing it ourselves. I think that we've relied on a couple of people maybe. We haven't exactly had the best results from these people. And we sort of realized that maybe we need to do some of this ourselves. Maybe we need to do a little bit of this ourselves. And again, part of this is we have the power to do it. We have the ability to do it. It's just a matter of getting it done, and relying on people or waiting for people. It just isn't working out sometimes. So the Hermit says maybe we need to walk this adventure ourselves. So the Knight of Wands says some of the barriers that we have encountered, they're still up. We've tried to sort of get through those. We've had some difficulty, but I think overall it's going to be something more of an excitement as we approach later in the year, as the resources start to build up, as we get sort of pieces back to normal, as we get some things that some of the barriers sort of break down. The Knight of Wands, the barriers are breaking down. We're able to see through and see the goal, see the finish line. I think we can chase it and get there. But again, if somebody says that they're going to help and they're not helping, you may want to go around them and just continue on. Don't let other people delay you on important matters. That's going to be important this year as well. Emma, hello. How is it going? Hope I'm not butchering that name. I apologize. Emma or Ama, let me know. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Get to your question. You are fourth in line. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Christina, did you have a question? JJ, hello. Christina, did you have a question? Let me know. Let's see. Did Christina ask a question, or is she just throwing some Mansfield money this way? Let's see. Oops, I didn't ask anything, but I would like a reading regarding my love life situation with Mike. All right. Let's do Mike. Let's find out about that. CD. Michael Love, and that situation with Mike. I hope it's beautiful. Christina, you deserve the best. You are awesome. Let's find you something that would be gorgeous. Christina needs something gorgeous, and this qualifies. It's not a gorgeous book. I mean, I'm warning you now. The book is not gorgeous. The book is not gorgeous. It was kind of plain. The box is kind of ugly. The box is a bit ugly, but it's a beautiful deck. When you see it, you're going to love it. It's almost as good as my Hanged Man card. Almost. The Hanged Man card that has CD or Christine on it somewhere. So, I mean, I'm just saying, it's going to be wonderful. All right. Yeah, the Hanged Man. I need to put it in Photoshop. I need to fix the face. I need to make all the little squiggly lines in there. And I'll do that tomorrow, because today was a rough work day. It was super busy. But the Hanged Man only took me an hour. So it only took me an hour to make a card. I'm happy because I cheat. As Raina would say, I'm a cheating Virgo. I'm a cheating Virgo. All right, so the Ace of Swords. Strength, again, strength seems to be the card of the evening. It is got, the box is butt ugly. The box is just butt ugly. So, yeah, the strength card says a lot of different things. The Magician and the Seven of Swords. And again, sort of, the Magician says, the Magician is like a virus. The Magician is. And that's one of my things about my book when it's coming out, by the way. It's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be on Amazon. But yeah, the book, The Magician is a virus and infects the rest of the spread. It says we have the ability to do whatever we want. We have the ability. Do we want to do it, though? We have to decide. Just because we have the ability to go out and do this doesn't mean we want to do it. Doesn't mean we want to try. It means that, sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. The Seven of Swords sort of did that. Usually indicate sort of an exit strategy, but I don't think in this particular case an exit strategy is sort of relevant here, because the Magician, again, corrupts right before we have the Seven of Swords. So are we exiting? No, we're sort of heading back this direction. So we're heading back this direction into the Magician. So let's start over from the start. The Ace of Swords says that you and Mike have a good communication style. A good communication style. So there's no BS. This no BS type thing where we can talk, we can figure it out, we can do whatever we need to be doing, and we're straight to the point. We don't really mess around too much. The Ace of Swords is straight to the point because we're sort of moving into strength. Again, a good communication. So if we have the Ace of Swords and we have a new communication or sort of this new thing going on, and then we move into a crappy card, we may be trending as the communication being negative sometimes, or we have some fights, we have some difficulties. And everybody does, but in this case, we have a couple of majors. So when we hit strength right after the other card, the ace, we're talking about a strong communication or a strong bond that we have. We're able to get this no BS communication out, and everything is pretty good with that. And the Magician, again, says that we have the ability to make this work. This is very doable. This is very doable. Now, do you want to make it work or not? I normally would say the Seven of Swords, if we had some bad cards in here, you're asking about problems, you're asking about drama. The Seven of Swords may indicate an exit strategy. But in this particular case, the Seven of Swords is headed back into the Magician. In other words, we have this strength that's there. Do we think about leaving sometimes? Do we think about what's on the other side? Is the grass indeed greener, etc.? I think, yeah. I think occasionally we sort of wonder. We're sort of trying to figure out some things. I think that there's more complexity here, obviously, than a 4-card spread would handle. But I think that occasionally we're wondering what else is out there as far as that's concerned as well. So if you're looking for a good communication, a strong, good relationship, I think we have that possibility. But again, Holly, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. But again, the Magician is trending towards you have the power. You have the ability and the strength to do whatever you want to do with this. But again, when the Magician shows up, you have to make that choice. How serious do I want to be? How much dedication do I want to have? What do I want to do? Because you have that manifestation ability tied to this relationship. We need to figure out where we're going with that. Okay. Long-winded, I know, and more hype about my book and deck. But, I mean, there's that. There is that. All right. Janelle Baker, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Janelle Baker wants to know, Mama, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? Well, okay, let's see. Will my daughter do something? Daughter, go back to her home and won't be alone as before. Okay. Daughter, go home alone. Not like the movie. Not like the movie Daughter, Go Home Alone. We're not going to set traps for all the comedic burglars that come in, like Home Alone, you know. We're not doing the light seers. Okay, I want to do the slow tarot for this, and I want to do the little prince as well. Slow tarot is over here. If you haven't seen the Tarot Tower, where have you been? It's 50 decks of cards just right within my reach, And if you can make these yourself, you can make it yourself for $20. How insane is that? How insane is that? All right. So let's see about this. Let's see about all of this and find out what is going on. Revival Art. Katie always wants that Revival Art Tarot. It is an exciting deck, I have to say. I started to use it yesterday, but I got sort of confused as to what the person's question was, and it just went awry. It went awry. So, you know, we never know. You just never know. But let's figure out while we're here about daughter going home and will she be alone. I don't see a hermit. I do see the Three of Coins. That's interesting. Do you see the Knight of Wands as well? So the Six of Swords means we are traveling. Okay, so the question was, will my daughter go back to her home? So the first part of the question, if we look at the deck, we see the Six of Swords. Now that indicates moving from a place of challenges or problems or difficulties, sort of a darker area, into a better place or into something better. So we have this opportunity to roll and slow roll, but it's on a ship. It's on a boat. Now, what does that sort of mean? It means a boat is not going to travel super fast. This is not a speedboat. This is a sailboat. So we're moving in that direction. So we are going home. Is it going to be quick or something like that? I mean, I think we have some challenges maybe with that. So if we're looking to go back maybe tomorrow or something, maybe we have a delay or something, but the six sort of moves that slow roll as far as getting back to where we want to be. Now, the world says, again, we'll have a bunch of possibilities for this, and we have the indication that we can go home. We are going to go back home. All right. Now, talking about being alone, the Six of Swords traditionally has somebody else in the boat. It has somebody else in the boat. So that's one of the indicators that we could maybe not be alone. The world as well has a lot of different figures around within the four corners of the card. Again, talking about that we could have the opportunity to have someone with us as well. Now, the Knight of Wands, where are we going with the Knight of Wands? It's talking about a delay in movement or looking at movement that's just not prosperous for us. And the Three of Coins, the work is just not there. So, won't be alone. We have a couple of indicators of yes. We have a couple of indicators of no. If I were to sort of just ask, we're going to be alone at the very end of it, I'm going to say yes. Now, the key factor for me is just this Three of Coins being reversed. Because if you look at the card, if my camera didn't absolutely stink, if we look at the card, the Three of Coins is about doing work and showing it off to other people. And that being reversed points to maybe the people are not present. Maybe we don't have the people there. Maybe some people are missing. The Knight of Wands as well, that activity that we have with the Knight and the Knight of Wands being this very active, very mobile, very moving type of thing, being reversed. Again, not only points to a delay or a slow roll back home, but it points to maybe we don't have that opportunity to be, and you could be looking at being alone. So I mean, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. I'm leaning towards being alone. It could be a situation to where you're not alone and then you are alone. So we go from a situation of alone to not alone to alone. And that's sort of trending as well in those cards, right? Because we have the boat with multiple people and then we're moving into a place of aloneness. So I don't know. I don't know. We could have a combo. Could have a combo. It may just not be a yes or no question. It could be a maybe and a trending from not alone to alone. Okay, let's find out. What are S's towards me as a friend? What are S's feelings towards me as a friend? Let's see. Well, we can use a good deck would be, everybody wants a revival art tarot tonight, so, you know, you demand it, you get it. You demand it, you get it. That's how we roll here. That's how we roll here. All right. Coloring book and a cloth. There we go. All right. The current feelings of my spouse P. This deck is so huge. This deck is huge. That's what she said. Whoa. It is difficult to shuffle as well. Now you know what the deck is. Let's put that away and let's shuffle. Let's get a proper shuffle in here. Everybody sees a proper shuffle. You got to shuffle the Jesus out of these cards. That's what I do. T-shirt coming soon. I shuffled the Jesus out of those cards. Coming soon on my Teespring or whatever it's called. I don't know. Man, Teespring. The only good thing about Teespring is I get a discount if I want a prototype. I get a discount. I think that is the only good thing about Teespring. just my personal opinion. My personal opinion. Okay, so what are we looking at here as far as this person's intentions towards me as a friend? The Two of Swords. The Knight of Wands appears again. The Knight of Wands is not going to go away. The Queen of Coins and the King of Swords. We have a lot of royalty. We have a lot of royalty here. I think you've known this person before. You've known them before. You've known them in another life. You've known them some sort of a karmic relationship. Steffi, hello. You're new. Steffi, please hit like and subscribe. There is no list, Steffi. There's no list. Donation take priority, then I pick at random. Hit that like and subscribe. Steffi, did you know that we have a tarot tower? We have 50 decks. There's a video on how to make this on my channel. Go check it out. You make one for 20 bucks. All right. So the Two of Swords, we have a lot of royalty here. What does that point to when we're sort of sniffing around? Would this person make a good friend? I think that we have some karmic interaction. We have some karmic things with this person. We know them. We're familiar with them, even though we never met them before type thing, right? It's sort of weird when you sort of bump into somebody and feel like you know them. The Two of Swords says that they're sort of a conflicted personality. They have, not really bipolar, but they have a bit of a weird side, a bit of a wild side, a bit of a fun side, a bit of a boring side. They're sort of in between. They don't like the doldrums and the boringness of life. I think that they like something interesting and something sort of cool. And they don't like just, sort of sitting and reading like one book for ages or something like that, right? They're not going to be the person that's going to sit at home and read the Wheel of Time series from front to back. The Two of Swords, we have that variety as well. But again, we're also sort of ignorant to some other things or some other sort of things that are sort of happening as well. So what are their intentions? We're looking at, that they want a bit of... They want a bit of stability, but they also wanted somebody to bounce ideas off of or to sort of have someone there around them. I think this person could be lonely sometimes. You sort of have the Queen of Coins, a little bit on the lonely side, the Knight of Wands as well. I want to sort of move forward. I want to sort of hang out. I want to be in that type of relationship to where I can find somebody reliable. We can hang out. We can interact. They just get lonely sometimes. We're sort of the back and forth with that. The Knight of Wands especially says that as well. They do want to be friends. They do want to hang out with you. They do want to go out. They do want to do things and have fun. The Queen of Coins, the King of Swords. The King of Swords says they may be a bit bossy at times. This is the military leader, the leader that likes to boss people around, that likes to communicate, likes to share their ideas as well, but has sort of a short fuse sometimes when they're sort of interacting with you or interacting with other people. Also could be a person that likes making fun of other people, one of the people that just likes sort of people watching, and during the people watching, they like to point out funny things sort of thing. But, you just have that mix there. But anyway, I don't see anything to where they just want to, get in bed. I don't see anything as far as the cups wise or anything like that. I just see someone that is lonely sometimes, someone that has a bit of a split personality, someone that has a bit of a sarcastic or a bit of demanding side sometimes. And again, I just don't see anything to where they want to, where they're, just a dangerous person or an evil person or anything like that. But I also don't see them as somebody that can just be just this massive benefit as far as being a friend and whatnot. But I mean, anyway, I think that it's okay. It's okay. All right. Tell me about my husband's job. We're going to have to move soon. Let's check that out. Smooth Operator. That's a great name. What is going on, Smooth Operator? Smooth Operator. That's a good song. So tell me about my husband's job. Emily Carter, thanks for your subscription. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, Bart, you gotta ease up on the smiley faces, my friend. All right, HJ. Let's see, HJ. Husband's job. Are we moving soon? Are we gonna move soon? And tell me about the job. Let's check that out. All right. We'll do a combo. We can do a combo. Check that out. I think we can do a throwdown with the This Might Hurt Tarot. Yeah, This Might Hurt Tarot, because we're going to do a little throwdown here. We want to find out a couple of things here. One is the husband's job, and the other is moving. Moving. Steffi says, how is a cop that is interested in me going to react when he finds out what my brother did to me 3 years ago? Well, that sounds unusual. That sounds interesting. Check that out. All right. So for now, though, we'll check out we'll do a throwdown about the job. We'll do a job over here. Do a job over here. And let's see. A job over here, and then we'll give this a mix. Give it a mix and do the moving over there. Feel safe, Wolf is here. Indeed. If Wolf is here, you're going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. There you go. All right. So we got a combo here. So we'll get moving and hang it out here for a minute. For now, let's go about the job. Is the job good or bad? Page of Cups. Oh, my. Let's see. Tell me about the husband's job. The Four of Cups. Yeah, they're not too pleased with it. They are not too pleased with the job. It's not something that's exactly their dream job. The Page of Cups as well. The Page of Cups is a bit of a loner, a bit of an introvert. The Page of Cups likes a pretty stable type of things as well, but the Page of Cups sometimes doesn't get that. The Four of Wands says that for feel at home, feel comfortable in the job, feel comfortable at the job. So is this something that they want to stay forever? The Four of Cups is maybe not. The Four of Cups is the Lord of blended pleasure. So what that sort of means, it means that we have the things that we need. In other words, we're full, right? So we just got let's say just triple servings of carrot cake, okay? And at the end of that, at the end of eating a triple serving of carrot cake, we get offered chocolate cake. So do you want chocolate cake? Maybe before, but not after that carrot cake. So we have that combination here, the Four of Cups of blended pleasure. We sort of have enough. They've had enough. Would they show up if they didn't have to? Obviously not. But the Four of Cups says that the sort of not the land all be all, this is my final job type feel to that. Basically what I'm saying. The Page of Cups as well, it seems that they sort of get ditched sometimes and get left alone to do some stuff. So I think that they have the skills that they need to impress. They have the skills that they need to sort of run up, get things done, make that Superman type episode where they can get things just miraculously done. The Page of Cups says they get left alone sometimes just to do whatever. So you're in a situation to where you're left alone a lot. You're made to do stuff. You don't feel like you're part of the team. The Page of Cups, that loneliness, that type of thing. We're not exactly satiated, satisfied with what we're doing. But the Four of Wands says that it's okay. It's something where I'm pretty comfortable. I don't mind being here. I get the pay that I need. So I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up. I'm not just going to quit and then go to something else. It seems that the Four of Wands, I'm at home here. I can put up with some of this BS. I'm at home. This is some place I'll come back to. I'll be pretty comfortable here if I need to be. Would I stay here the rest of my life if I didn't have to? No, I'd get something else, right? All right, are we moving? No. Definitely not moving. Why do we say that? Because we got the 8 reversed. We got the 8 reversed. We got the 2 reversed. We got a couple of big indicators about not moving, basically. So we're going to have to move soon. I'm going to say no. We got 2 key cards here that say no, you're not going to move. And then the Queen of Wands is an interesting one here, because the Queen of Wands is the CEO. The Queen of Wands is a CEO. She is able to organize. She's able to get things done. She is able to get other people involved, rally up the people that she needs. She's able to connect with people, get that feel, get that empathy, and get all of that stuff done. The Queen of Wands has those abilities. Moving, we have 2 cards that say absolutely not. The 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups points to a disappointment. I don't like the situation I'm in, so I'm bailing. I'm bailing. So we're not bailing. We don't mind the situation. Is it a perfect situation? No. Is it a dream situation where we have the sun, where everything is beautiful, it's light is shining on there? We have the, no. The 8 of Cups says it's not perfect, but reverse says we have a movement indicator of no, we're going backwards. We're going backwards in time, like like some of the movies. The 2 as well, the 2 is domain. That means we have the power. We have these abilities to move, but it seems like we don't have to. We don't have to if we don't want to. And in this particular, by the way, the thought in this one is so freaking different. It's insane. But okay, so this basically means I'm looking out to my next adventure. I'm looking out to my next adventure. I'm planning. And it seems that we don't have that need to plan. We don't have the need to plan. We don't have to move. We are the CEO. We have control. We have control over some of this stuff as well. So, I don't see you being forced to move, which I assume is what you're talking about. Will we have to move? Because you worded it, will we have to move? Like, is there somebody forcing us to move? Is there a financial situation forcing us to move? I just don't see it. Anyway, all right, we got one more. We got a mama reading, and then we can do a couple of the freebies there. Jump into some freebies. So ask your question, toss a question into chat. We'll see about it. By the way, everything is random over here. There is no list. Donations take priority. Then I pick it random. That's what I do. Mama wants to know, GM, give me a general. What's the message for today? Mama, what is the message for today? We're going to throw down right now. We're going to throw down the Alchemical Tarot Nude. The Alchemical Tarot Nude, because that's what we're going to do, the Alchemical Tarot Nude. And it says renewed on the box, but I call it nude because there's a lot of boobies in this deck. If you're a fan of boobies, and I mean, who isn't, then this is your deck. These are your cards right here. All right. Aqua wants to know, why did I not secure the job? That's a good question. I like that. Let's check it out. Aqua, you are next after this one. So check it out. And then Avni wants to know current feelings of the spouse. There you go. We want a general friendship. Nice background. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's the message for today? What is the message for today? Well, the message for today, is you're about to restart. And I know I'm disappointing everybody. There's no boobies on this table, but I'm telling you, if there's a ton here. Okay. You're about to restart. We have a definite reboot coming. It's time to reboot. So what do we mean by that? The death right before the fool. That is a full reboot. That's a hard reset on the server, right? So you're sitting at the computer, and the computer has the power button and the reboot button, and you just like mashing the reboot button. We're just mashing the reboot button. And that's what's happening here. So we're about to reboot. We're about to reboot into something good. We're about to reboot into something emotionally different that you're going to be emotionally not quite ready for. I think that there's some different things happening that you're not quite prepared for, but not bad. But it's just like, whoa, what is that? What did I run into that? So Frosted Silver is all excited about the boobies. Frosted Silver, you need to get out more. Frosted Silver needs to get out more. Okay, but yeah, we're not that excited about what happens, but it's time. It's time. I mean, look what we got before. It's time. I think you need a part of your life rebooted. I think that we need to hit that reset button, and I think that's going to be big here. So anyway, your general message for today is the reboot is coming. The reboot is coming. You're going to be a bit emotionally detached from it, but you gotta relax. You gotta relax. All right. Speaking of relaxed, no new orders as of yet. Yeah. Paula, I have like 5 Kickstarter decks. I'm waiting for any of them. The cats and dogs one is supposedly coming. That's the... Oh, God, what's the name of that deck? Oh, it's the... I can't remember now. Anyway, it's a cats and dogs deck, supposedly shipping. Okay, what was... Somebody had a thing. Okay, AL. Right track with career or not? I think that's a good question. I think we should go to the work screen, job screen. We have to go to the job screen. That's my favorite screen. And we're going to use the little Thoth. Oh, that's a terrible idea. A little deck on a little screen. Let's use a larger deck on the little screen. That would be smart. I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm just saying sometimes I don't make mistakes. Marcy Mars says, I'm new here. Marcy hasn't seen the money trick. Marcy, do you want to see the money trick? Marcy's like, what is the money trick? What is this person talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. So Marcy, we're going shopping, Marcy, and all we have is $5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, $5. That's all we have, Marcy. We're trying to go shopping, though. We want more money. And to get more money, all you do is go like that. You just go like that. Marcy, check it out. Then you got 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. And now we're able to go get a couple more tarot decks. Because that's what life is all about, is getting more tarot decks. All right. There's that. Marcy says, thank you. Marcy, you got to admit, Marcy, that's a good trick. I mean, I'm just saying, if I came into your tarot channel and you did a money trick for me, I'd be like, holy crap, that's cool. But not as cool as Lynn's $10. Lynn, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, Lynn's getting laid off. Well, that's not good at all. Lynn, let's stay on the job screen, get Lynn a reading right after this. But in the meantime, AL, are you on the right path? The moon, 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups, the Tower says, you may have some differences coming. By the way, please don't make career decisions based upon a fat man on YouTube reading your tarot cards. That's just, don't do that. Nobody does that. This is entertainment. This is just fun. You can see the money trick gives you the hint that this is entertainment only. You got that hint pretty strong there. Okay. All right. The Tower ending the whole thing says, maybe it's time to look at something different. Maybe it is a bit of time to look at something different. I don't really think that that this is sort of, where you may want to be. The Tower, the 2 of Cups. Okay, when I say differences, I'm talking about, let's say you're in IT and you're working .net. I am answering your question. Do you not realize I'm answering? Your name is right there. Okay. sometimes you're working .NET, your application developer, right? So now maybe you want to expand a little bit and start learning Angular. Now we're learning Angular. Now we have a bit of a more of a rounded resource toolkit now, because now we can do mid-tier, back end, and front end, and the front end that's really popular right now, which is obviously Angular. So if you have something like that, maybe it's time to expand a little bit. Maybe it's time to get into something that's similar, that can round out the toolkit, that can get you more opportunities, that can impress. So find that area that can impress, the new thing that can impress, the new type of thing. So if you're in management, maybe lean agile is hot right now and things like that. So expand the toolkit a little bit and see if that's going to be a possibility that we can sort of embrace and get into that. Again, the moon says that you're in the path that you want to be. We're in the lane, the driving lane that we want to be. And the Seven of Cups as well says we're not restricted to only doing one thing. We have other opportunities. We have things that we can go out, maybe get a cert for. We have things that, maybe we can want to chase. We have these opportunities. And the Two of Cups as well says that within that same realm, we have the possibility of staying there, but expanding our toolkit. And the Tower again says, maybe a reboot with the toolkit is an expansion, something big, some big expansion that could get us the job that we want, that can get us the opportunities that we want to where we want to go. So there you go. So Aqua Leo, that is your answer to that. And Lynn P, I'm so sorry you're losing your job. That's terrible. That's terrible. All right, let's see. Do you clean your tarot cards? Yes, with Clorox. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't clean my tarot cards. They look so new. Okay. All right. Margaret is still stuck on the boobies. All right. So Lynn P wants to know. Lynn P wants to know about finding a good job. All right, Lynn P, let's get you set up here. Let's get you set up here. Permanent job. Do we have a permanent job in there? Permanent, good paying job. Let's find out about that. All right. So let's go to the Tower and get something that's going to be good. Let's get something that's going to be good and juicy. I think a good juicy deck for this would be the Dark Mansion. Would be the Dark Mansion. No, never use Clorox on your thing. All right. Bartman and the Carrot Cake and Margaret and the boobies. All right, let's figure it out. Avni, I want to know the current feelings of my spouse, P. Let's see. I love watching readings with this done with this deck. Well, there you go. All right. Okay, there we go. See, I shuffled the Jesus out of these cards. I'm just pointing this out. We got a good shuffle in here because something tells me this is going to go weird. Something tells me this is going to go weird. So we're gonna lay down. We're gonna lay down and get real here and try to find out what is happening with the judge, because that sucks. That sucks. You get cut, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. All right. We get cut. Now we need to figure out what to do. All right. Well, the Six of Cups says that we do have some interesting things going on there. All right, so we're going to get a new job. We're going to get a permanent job. Well, unfortunately, I don't see any pentacles here. It sure would have been nice if I had pentacles. So let's look at what we have. The Five of Wands, points to either being disgruntled or in a high competition section. We have a high competition section where we're competing. The Five of Wands, we're competing, we're fighting, we're trying to survive. We're in a situation that was just filled with competition. So I think the competition, it was then sort of you or them, us or them, just like the Pink Floyd song, us or them. And the Five of Wands, you just sort of got picked out of the crowd there as well. The Six of Swords points to moving to something better, moving to something bigger. And the Six of Swords, it's like that you had previously looked at another job, or you had previously looked at something else, or maybe you had applied somewhere, maybe you had searched around, seeked around. I think you didn't know this was coming 100%, but you did sort of have some sort of a hint. And I think you maybe went back, updated the resume, you got things prepared, you got things figured out, and you're sort of looking at other places that you're trying to get into. So as far as the Six of Swords, it would have been nice if that wasn't reversed, because that talks about pointing to going from a place that's not too good to a place that's better. In other words, this points to a delay. So if you're looking for something tomorrow, next week, or something like that, the Six of Swords says, we have a delay coming. You're going to have a delay. You're going to have some downtime in between. So what does that point to? Justice reversed says maybe it's time to freshen up on skills. Maybe it's time to freshen up on certs, or try to figure out where you want to be and what you want to focus on. Freshen up skills, get the skills there, get certs, whatever we need to do to get marketable and to get competitive. And I say competitive because the Five of Wands, you're running into situations to where you are indeed competing. Obviously, that's going to be anybody. You're looking for a job. Obviously, you're competing with other people. But I think your industry or other things may be a bit more competitive than the average industry. So Justice says that you really have to freshen up on whatever you need to freshen up on before you walk out the door and start hitting the street for the interviews. Start getting into places again, because the Five of Wands could point to the competition and the Six of Swords could point to this delay. So you're going to be on the bench. If we're going to be on the bench, let's freshen up on all the things we need to freshen up on. Again, Justice reversed. Let's freshen up. So long term here, what are we looking at as far as getting another job? The Six of Cups is a sharing, a giving, and receiving. It points me to that, yes, we will get a good job. We will get a good job. Do I see anything that's like permanent? I see more of a contracting feel, a contractor feel, sort of a contractor into a full-time feel. And again, that's where we're back down to freshen up on skills. If I'm a contractor, or I'm the type of temporary in a full-time spot, if I want to convert, those skills are going to get me where I want to be. But the Six of Cups points to children. You have a sharing or a giving back and forth of cups with this child, and it points to children. In other words, this contracting feel or contractor feel within a permanent job. And I say within a permanent job because we have the Queen of Cups. We have a couple of good emotions. So is it something that you will be happy with? Good emotions, good cup cards say yes. Water, within water, the Queen of Cups says you have that emotional satisfaction. In other words, I get what I want, okay? Six of Cups, I have that emotional satisfaction, but I get what I want. But again, we're looking at a contractor into permanent. So if we want to convert, we're back to need them skills because the Five of Wands is waiting for us. And the Five of Wands says that we could have a bit more competition than the average person, basically. So anyway, good luck on that. And again, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, that, that sucks. But hopefully some of that resonated. And that is a rough time. That is a rough time indeed. All right. So I'm going to need to scroll way up to find a question. All right. Well, I think actually that was the last one. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone being here. Sorry about the technical difficulties when we first started out. I am here every night. If you like the stream, if you didn't get your question answered, I'm here tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, and the next day. Come back. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll see you tomorrow.